The state government of Maharashtra has taken a significant step towards addressing air pollution and traffic congestion in Mumbai. A 7-member expert committee has been formed to explore the possibility of banning petrol and diesel vehicles in the Mumbai metropolitan region. Now, as per the government resolution, the committee has been granted the authority to include experts from relevant fields and seek their feedback. It will study the feasibility of phasing out petrol and diesel vehicles in the region and submit its recommendations within 3 months. The Mumbai metropolitan region comprises of Mumbai and adjoining areas including Thane, Raigad and Palghar districts. The initiative comes after the Bombay High Court raised concerns over worsening air quality, traffic congestion and their impact on public health and sustainability in Mumbai. The High Court had earlier identified vehicular emissions as a major contributor to Mumbai's pollution and called for stronger measures. In addition to forming the committee, the High Court has directed authorities to enforce stricter pollution controls. This comprehensive plan aims to curb pollution in the Mumbai metropolitan region and explore a sustainable, eco-friendly alternative to petrol and diesel-driven vehicles. We have Rennie Abraham, senior journalist, now joining us on the broadcast for more on that big story. Rennie, usually when it comes to vehicular pollution and pollution as such, the focus has always been on Delhi NCR. But the fact of the matter is that pollution levels in Mumbai have been rising, and this move aims at a long-term solution.
You're very right, Krishna Kumar. Unfortunately, the one criterion on which any such initiative can work is the criterion of execution. Because most often we see the conception is there, but the execution is lacking. And on this very point of reducing carbon emissions in Mumbai city, in 2021, there was a huge tendering system done to introduce incrementally year after year. By the time 2025 came into being, 10,000 electric vehicle BEST operated buses in the city of Mumbai, so as to eliminate the entire fleet of diesel consuming buses. But the reality is today there are 3,100 electric buses that are available of the planned 10,000 that should have been hitting the roads before 2025 came in. So the execution has been found to be lacking, and in fact I've just written a piece on this for the Business India magazine, and the Chief Minister has taken it so seriously that he has transferred out the existing BEST general managers and all responsible for this crying delay in implementation of that proposed plan. Similarly, now when you talk about phasing out diesel and petrol driven vehicles in Mumbai, which is the financial capital, as also the MMR region, which is a huge, today it's all known as one single entity, the MMR region, including right up to Raigad on one extreme and right up to Pune on the other. So in this region, Krishna Kumar, it is interesting to note that on a daily basis, there are 200 families that migrate into it. So that is the one distinct feature of the MMR region. And the second distinct feature is, while most regions have a 40-60 ratio of rural and urban populations, the MMR region is solely distinct because it has a ratio of only 10% rural segment, whereas 90% of MMR region is urbanized. So we are planning on phasing out petrol and diesel from a highly urbanized
But Rennie, fair enough. You have a fair point when you say it's 90% urban, so the propensity to phase out petrol and diesel vehicles is much greater when it compared to other cities as well. But the fact of the matter is, look at electric vehicle adoption in the country. What 2.5% of the cars sold in this country, just about 2.5% are electric vehicles. We're at a very nascent early stage when it comes to electrification, and even less when it comes to flex fuels and other kind of vehicles that we can use. So how feasible do you think, and how soon can something like this happen? They're supposed to submit a report in 3 months, but implementation certainly can't be within 3 months. Could take more than 3 years.
Absolutely, because you're talking about phasing out the existing lot of, petrol and diesel-driven cars that are, for example, purchased in a city like Mumbai. And at last count, this would be a decade ago, there were 200 new vehicles coming into Mumbai city every day. So that tells us the kind of incremental load, and to phase out these vehicles suddenly will not be a simple challenge. Please understand, Krishna Kumar, Mr. Sudhir Kumar Srivastava, who is heading this particular committee, he is a man of absolute renown. He is retired from IAS service, but he has served as the Home Secretary of Maharashtra on occasion earlier and and he is known for his integrity and ability to take it forward. But like you say, 3 months hence, we will have a report that will talk about how this phasing out can be done, but it cannot be done over a few weeks or a few months or even a single year or couple of years, because those petrol vehicles already, in the, brand new petrol vehicles in Mumbai, they cannot be told to just leave. So, earlier days we had phasing out of vehicles after 15 years of being, in active service on the Mumbai roads and the state, different areas. But to expect that to happen quickly, and one important point here, Krishna Kumar, if I may just please indulge me for the next few seconds. What about when you talk about EV as an alternative to reducing emissions? We must not forget that the EV vehicles also come with the battery units, which are also not biodegradable. So we are also talking about a huge biohazardous component that is going to be created as a result of the sheer number of vehicles that actually ply in the MMR region, even when we shift to EVs. So there has to be a balanced approach on this phasing out.
Right.
And like you said, the execution is important. The implementation is important. Conception of ideas is all good. But as we saw in the BST case, there should have been 10,000 EV buses in Mumbai. Today, there are only 3,100.
Right. Far away when it comes to the final execution. We'll have to see how the final execution, because it's all in the execution. For now, we'll leave it at that. Rennie Abraham, thank you so much for taking time to be with us here on the broadcast.